You said I normally
Yes.
leave twice. As you're leaving? Welcome back to another episode of the Babble podcast. We're two critters chittering at you. I'm Lydia. I've done this intro 5 times already. That's Katie. And today we're talking about her. Katie has an update for me on her dating life, so get right into it. I want to hear it. I've been waiting all week.
Oh God. Okay. So, I'm sorry, my cat is drinking right out of my my water glass and it's so noisy. But we're gonna go with it because we've done this 8 times already. Um, God. All right. So, I have a story from work and and dating life. So these two things have combined and crossed, and also I'm a very awkward person. So let's just set the stage there.
Yeah.
I'm
What are the
incredibly awkward.
contexts? What are the contexts do we need? Like, what do we need to know about your job for this to make sense?
Nothing. Literally nothing. Nothing. It's very surface level.
Okay.
So can I just say dating in like a small state in general is really hard. And even in a city, which I am technically in a city, it's very small. It's a very small world, very small group of people. Everybody knows each other. This is why I hate online dating and dating in general. I don't want anyone to know me at all. But okay, so I'm on Hinge, and a little while ago at this point, um, I'm having a nice conversation with someone. I stopped talking to them because that's just my MO. It's boring to talk online to people, and there was no reason. It's nothing against this person at all. Just stop talking to them. Okay. Fast forward a couple weeks. I'm walking down the hallway with a manager and someone right next to them, and I look up and my life flashes before my eyes. It's this guy from Hinge. I'm like, oh my God. Great. This is good. Does he recognize me?
Yeah, did he remember
Oh my
you?
God. There was nothing said in that regard, so I'm gonna go with we're both just pretending not to know each other at this point. So I run back to my office. I'm like, oh my God. And I look at Hinge. I'm like, that's him. That is him. I'm like, what if he hates me now because I never said anything? Oh my gosh, this is so great for me. Sarcastically in my brain. And so I talk to my coworker because she knows everything about everyone. I'm like, do you know who this person is? Like, have they always worked here? I'm so confused. And so they go up. This is how drama starts. So they go up to the on-duty manager, and the coworker I entrusted with this information said, I won't tell anybody. Fucking lie. That was immediately she goes to the on-duty manager. Is like, do you know who this person is? Like, Katie was talking to them online and she wants to know, like, spills my beans. I'm like, great. Love that for me. Lesson learned.
Can't be trusted, no.
They just started that day. I clocked them immediately. They were training. I was like, boom, I know you. Great. Okay. And then I look at the Hinge profile again. I'm like, oh my gosh, this person has like worked in the same facility that another one of my coworkers and friends said they worked at in the past. So I go to them. I'm like, do you know who this person is? They're like, oh my God, they're one of my best friends. They're really nice. I'm like, oh great.
Awesome.
Hi. Great. I love this.
So you ghosted a really nice guy. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I did. And it's like, again, it was like one conversation on Hinge, not that big of a deal. But here's where my awkwardness comes into it. So, this past week, I step out of my office and I see him coming down the hallway. Normally we work very different shifts, so I haven't seen him a lot. But I'm so awkward. I'm just staring at him. I'm just staring at him. I'm probably going like this. Like I'm just straight on staring at him. Yes. And like thinking in my head, do I say something? I feel like I should say something. Like it feels mean not to say anything. And like I just want it to be off my shoulders. But instead of saying anything, I just give him the mean eye.
I ghosted you for a reason. Why are you here?
I'm just like, giving him a mean mug for no reason. I'm like, what do I say? Do I say anything? And I'm panicking in my brain. And then he must feel so awkward because I'm just staring at him. But he goes, hi, my name is John Smith. Nice to meet you. And I'm like, oh, my name's Katie. Neither of us acknowledge. Neither. I'm like, oh, are you new here? I know he's been working there for a month. I know a lot about him. I don't acknowledge anything. I acknowledge none of it.
Is today your first day? I know I saw you here a month ago, but is today your first day?
Because I'm panicking. I don't know what to do. And it's like a very low risk situation. Like, we don't owe each other anything. It was just a conversation on Hinge. But I'm making it so awkward.
Bad. I'm
digging myself a hole so I can't come out of. And then he goes, oh, no, I've been working here a month. I'm like, oh, well, welcome. I know you've been working here. Like a fucking creep. And he's like, yeah, it's nice to put the face to the name because I have a name on my office. So I'm like, I'm sure he's connected the dots. Well, maybe he hasn't. I don't know. But he's like, yeah, I work a different shift. I'm not normally here this early. And I'm like, I normally leave. That's all I say. Just go.
What?
Say, oh, yeah? Yeah, and I normally leave. What? And then I couldn't figure out anything else to end that sentence. He's like, yeah, like, I don't think we, like, interface a lot because I'm normally here later. I'm like, yeah, I normally fucking leave. And I say so aggressively. And I just, he doesn't know what to say either because I just made it so awkward. And my coworkers there, like, we're both, like, gearing up to leave. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go now. And I say it again, thinking I'm going to then learn, like, I'm gonna put something else at the end of the sentence to make it make sense. But I don't. I don't. I just repeat it.
I leave?
I know.
What do you
I normally fucking leave. What does it mean? It's like, yeah, people gotta end their shift sometime. I'm like, yeah.
Wait, that's what you said twice? You said I normally leave twice? As you're leaving?
I'm just like walking out and I'm like, why did I say that? Why am I doing this? He never wants to talk to me again. Like, why did I make it so weird?
Why did you say it twice?
I thought I was gonna put something at the end of it.
Your brain just shut down.
I was like, okay, that was an awkward thing. Let's say it again and like say it like we had a purpose to saying it, but I still couldn't think of anything else to end it with.
My first thought is you could have said, I normally leave, like right now. Goodbye.
That's basically what I fucking did. Like, it was so awkward. So yeah.
No. Have you seen him since?
No, he probably quit and moved across the state. I don't know. No, and then my immediate thing is like, I want to talk to my coworker who's this friend. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Again, just a conversation on Hinge, but I am digging myself such a deep hole. I'm feeling so awkward, and I can't get out of it. It's really unfortunate.
You've made it a lot worse.
I could have just pretended not to see him.
No, what you could have done is you could have said, hey, I'm Katie. Like I think we talked on Hinge a few weeks ago. Like, you know, like that was me. Mm-hmm. Like,
No, we're too late. I have to live this lie now.
I don't recognize you at all. In fact, you've been working here? It's too much.
I know we've made eye contact. Eye contact multiple times. I know he knows that I know who he is.
You're trying to pretend you don't know him from Hinge, so now you also have to pretend you've never seen him ever.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm not a good liar either, and so I don't know why.
No.
I don't.
Wow, I'm so sorry that happened. It's so funny.
Yeah, so
did your coworker who was there at the time, did she hear you make a fool of yourself in this way, and did she say anything?
He did. I did not give him the context. I'm like, I can't right now. I can't have this conversation.
That's so funny.
No, he was there for the awkwardness.
There was a witness. There was a witness to it.
There was one witness, and I thought I was safe because of that witness, and I wasn't. I wasn't safe for myself.
No, your brain betrayed you.
I know. And he gave us handshakes, and after my mean mugging across the hallway, hands were cold. He was nervous. Terrified, probably. I don't know.
So let's get this straight. This man comes to work, sees you at some point, weeks go by, he sees you again in a hallway, you are staring at him like,
yes,
why are you here? Yeah. And then the one thing you make sure he knows is that you gotta leave. He thinks you hate him.
He thinks I'm a freak. And that's true. It's true.
That's so funny. Wow.
Poor guy. He asked for none of it. So
if anyone's, looking for a connection on Hinge, Katie is still single.
and I have no idea why.
I don't know why
There's no
either.
indication. I am I'm a confident, well-spoken, honest person, and here I am, just in the wind.
Just people passing me by, not even giving me a chance. Oh my god,
I gotta go.
So awkward.
Yeah, and I wanted to tell you so bad. I wanted to tell you so badly, and I was like, no, I think this would be good to share with you now.
Yes, I'm really glad you saved it for this moment. I've been waiting all week to hear about this.
Yeah, because I don't want to make it I don't want to talk about he's a coworker now, so I'm like, this is something really funny and I want to share it with people, but also I don't want to talk about a coworker because he doesn't want to be here. I am leading all of this, so
he wants no part of this.
No, none, and fair. That's fair.
That is very fair.
No, every time I've seen him, I've probably had this face,
panicked.
Yeah. And it's myself, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I need to say something. And
just say anything, even if I say it twice.
Why? It reminds me of the time that we went skiing. We were in middle school. This is the first time I in my memory that I can think of something like this. We were on a ski lift. We had two weird kids on the ski lift with us, and so we were skiing down the mountain after blah blah blah, and we stopped halfway down, and you and I started talking about them, oh my gosh, they were kind of weird, huh? And then you're they're right behind you. And instead of just stopping talking about anything, I just start really loudly talking about something we were not, changing the topic, very obvious, very loud. I'm not good in these situations. Oh my god, and the weather is just so crazy. We're halfway down a mountain and we need to talk about it now. We're also 13 and don't care about this. So that's how I live my life as an adult today. It's like, I just can't handle the heat.
I don't remember that, but that sounds like something you would do.
And you're like, that was so bad. You started talking so loudly.
I called you out on it.
Yeah, you did immediately. You're like,
why are you screaming?
They're like, they knew you. Because you did that, they knew we were talking about them. It made it so obvious.
My thing is, like, I've been in that situation before as an adult where I don't know how to handle it either. So instead of changing the subject, I just continue saying what I'm going to say. And I'm like, you know what? If they hear it, they hear it. I don't care.
They got to hear it. They got to hear it.
Or I'll keep talking and, like, really subtly change the topic where the person who I'm talking to now has no idea what I'm saying because it doesn't make sense. But hopefully the person who is, like, approaching doesn't catch on that I've changed the topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep it cool so it doesn't attract attention. That's key.
Yeah, I've had that happen before where I was talking about something and, like, to my cousins. We were, like, at a family gathering and I was talking about a family member who was at this gathering. And my cousin was like that person just walked into the room. And I was like, oh yeah? I was like, well, all I was saying is, and then I just, like, kind of say something completely different. That I'm like, what? I don't know, just something crazy, but at least that person has, like, no idea. Hopefully.
I gotta go. I'm leaving.
One thing I always do is I fucking leave. I fucking leave this place.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
hard.
funny. So what
really
lessons have you learned from this experience?
Don't make eye contact and don't talk to people. It's too dangerous.
Become a snail in the ground.
I'm halfway there, and I think I'm feeling very safe in that life. Thank you very much. I sent you some of the interactions that I have online yesterday, and it's exhausting.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
And it's not to say, like, I'm this big catch or the people I'm talking to are bad. It's just...
No, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Only that one guy.
The one who thought our rat was made of wood?
Yeah, I have a picture of us with a donut rat. It's obviously covered in chocolate and sprinkles. And he's like, is that made of wood? I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Oh. Yeah, we're done, actually.
First of all, okay, yeah, Katie and I made a rat-shaped donut from scratch, and it was beautiful. We took a photo together, and that's on her profile. So I'm confused why his question to you was like, what's that made of? Like, what are you? Like, why are you, do you need to know what every single thing in the world is made of? I don't understand. What kind of conversation is that going to lead to? It's obviously a dessert. It has chocolate on it.
It's obviously not
wood.
Wood. Or
is that like made of wood?
A building material. God.
Oh my God. Yeah. To me, that does say that man's not the most intelligent. And he let you know right away.
Yeah.
Which was actually kind of him, I think.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. It's just really hard to get the energy to talk to strangers. And that one person offered to get drinks with me, and he was going to bring homemade tikka masala so I could try it at the bar. I was like, I remember sending that to you. I'm like, okay, I think I'm desensitized, but is this weird? I feel like this is weird.
Yeah.
That he's like going to bring food to a public place and then give me food before meeting me.
Because you said you really like this dish or something, right? And then he was like, oh, like, I know how to make that really good. Like, he didn't say, I'd love to make it for you sometime or something normal. He was like, meet me right now at a bar and I'm going to bring you this food and you're going to eat it. And I'm a complete stranger who you've never met and I'm going to, like, give you food I've probably poisoned.
Yeah, and maybe that's, like, to some people it's super nice, but it's a little freaky to me. And no, I didn't mention it. He brought it up. He's like, I'm making this right now. Let's go
Oh.
get drinks and I can bring you some. What? No.
That's worse. That's so much worse.
I was like, Lydia,
That's
is this weird?
worse.
Like, it kind of seems sweet. And you're like, no, it's fucking weird.
It's fucking weird. And the fact that he doesn't realize that it's weird is a red flag.
Yeah. Like, he's probably really, really nice, but...
It's like naive.
Yeah.
Like he
not
doesn't...
emotionally or generally intelligent.
Yeah, no. It's like, like don't offer to do that for anyone. That's weird.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah, the people you've sent me, you know, it's just
Winners.
like, no, it's like, what's going on? Online dating just seems like a really bad time, to put it lightly.
It is. In our age range, I just assume everybody is,
Wait, what's the age range you have set? Like for
28, my age, to 30, like 10 years.
to like 38?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which even 38 to me is like maybe pushing it, just because like a lot happens in that time frame. Like people are in different
I would
modes
go
of life.
older. I'd go older.
I mean, I would.
I would. If I were dating right now, I'd probably set the age limit to... no, 50's too old.
70?
100.
Deathbed. Is that a setting?
How quickly can you get married? I'd probably set it to like 45.
45. That's interesting.
I'd probably set it to 50, let's be real.
Can you tell me more about that?
Well, 50-year-old men can still provide a child. That's the most important thing to me. And
And they're mature and secure?
the mature, the secure, they typically have a career. If they are that old and like have been living on their own for that long, that means they have to be financially stable to some degree, typically. They've had a lot of time to progress in their career. Yeah, they could just take care of me, and that's the dream. And then whatever I want to do, I can just go do it without worry. Like if I want to switch careers randomly, I can, because someone else is going to be there.
Yes. And I don't think age gaps at this point are weird. You know, I've seen a lot of different people with large age gaps in like relationships, and it works for them. So it's nothing against that. I guess in my brain, what makes me nervous, especially about older men dating women who are, what's the age difference? Like if you say you're 50,
22
like
years?
22.
Yeah.
Like why? Why?
Because we're hot and amazing.
Okay, so when I turn 35, is he gonna like bury me in the woods and set my corpse on fire? Like,
I don't know. That's
You
a
know
good
what I mean?
question. I would never want to date someone 22 years younger than me,
no, like
personally. But that's just because I don't find young, dumb men attractive. I find older, wise men who are smart and financially secure attractive.
I agree with that. I
You
agree
know?
with that. I just assume the worst in everybody, and that's been working out for me really well.
You know, yeah. I think one of the worst things that someone can do, a man can do, is just be in complete denial that he's going bald. Like,
yeah,
just embrace it. Like, I think someone who has shaved their head and just embraces being bald, like, look at Sean Evans from Hot Ones. You know,
he's
like
a hot one.
He's a hot one. He's a hot one. He's bald. You know, being bald doesn't mean anything unless you let it affect your confidence. Then it becomes like your whole identity. And I hate when someone has like clearly thinned out hair. It's just like barely holding on, and they insist on keeping it. It looks dumb. Just shave it off. Be bald.
I know. Yeah, and I get the emotional attachment to it, but you'll have a lot more confidence when you're not like, oh my gosh, I gotta style it right so you can't see,
Yeah, you're like in denial. You're concealing something that's going to show in your personality.
What I dislike about that topic is if your hairline is back to here, you're done. Please just shave it off. Like, I
Yes.
see that too often where
The
it's like
receding hairline.
you just have like the cap, and I'm like, and a lot of times those men have ponytails. It is just not a good look for anybody.
No, it's like, no, I have hair. See, it's just all back here. I have hair. I have hair.
It's super long, and it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
like I would rather you be bald. Like, just
I would 100% someone rather be bald. I think, yeah, it's
and I
the
feel like I'm
confidence
very
about it.
confident. I'm very confident in saying that people that have the little bald cap of hair here with the ponytail, none of them are quality partners. They're all a little skeevy. And that seems like a very large generalization that I regret making, but
Nope,
I
that's
feel
been
like
my
it's true.
experience. That's been my experience. I
That
worked
has been
at
my personal experience.
Yep. I think, yeah, I worked at a game store for a while, and there was a lot of men there who were in denial that they were losing their hair and were doing whatever they could do to try to pretend it was still there. And it's like, no, just stop. And, they were lonely. These were lonely men. And it's like, I think it's correlated.
I know. It's like, let's make some better choices in life. Again, I'm not perfect. Like, I'm not saying I'm hot stuff over here, but there does come a day when you have to be like, okay, that
Listen,
is not
if
good.
I can accept the fact that my tits are never going to be the same after breastfeeding my child, then men can accept the fact that they're going bald. Okay? I'm still
No, guess
beautiful.
what? You
And you
are.
can be beautiful too. Just shave off that like wispy. There's a huge bald spot in the back. You got to comb it over. It doesn't look good. As soon as the wind blows, you're exposed. You're going to live your whole life afraid of being exposed.
Yeah. Not good.
It's terrible. No,
good.
it's really bad. And that's like a pet peeve of mine. It's a pet peeve of mine. I actually think a bald man with a beard is very attractive.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Sean Evans doesn't have a beard, and I think he's attractive. But like, bald head, beard, like, you're going through the world knowing who you are.
Yeah, I mean, hair loss is a normal thing. There's nothing shameful about it.
I agree.
Yeah, and another thing as well for like online dating is that you're looking at these photos of people and you have to make base judgments. And for me, I look at their eyes. I look at their eyes. Are they dead? Are they dead inside? Are their smiles legitimate?
Yeah.
What's going on, behind their brain? And I never trust a
Behind
medical
their
professional.
brain?
Behind their brain.
What's
Their
going
psyche.
on back here?
The ego, the psyche behind the brain.
Oh.
I don't know. I just made that shit up. But I never trust medical professionals because I'm like, why are you on here?
Oh.
Like, that's like, why are you on here? And I feel very validated in that base prejudice after I read a story about a man who was on Hinge and other dating apps who would bring women home and drug and assault them. And then these women would report him to like Hinge or whatever, and nothing happened. They just let him continue on until somebody finally went to the police. And he was posing as like, he used to be like a cardiologist, and he was using that to get ladies, and was like, yeah, can't trust them. Can't trust anyone successful. They're all out to get you. Which that story was wild in general because it's horrifying, but
Yeah, because there were so many people that reported him, but then the app didn't take him off of it.
yeah, I think they
Right?
had like 8 reports of assault, and it only stopped when somebody went to the police finally. So it's like, okay, so and I think he had like 56 counts but was like officially charged and sentenced on 36 of them. So like,
That's so
he was allowed
many.
to, yeah,
That's
he
so
thought
many.
he could just keep getting away with it. So
Yeah, that's like, yeah, that's like a whole nother thing because what we were talking about before is just, like people being dumb. And then
yeah,
there's the other side of it of like the safety aspect, which is kind of what we were getting into with the man who was offering you food. It's like,
yeah,
sir, there's a whole world out here as a woman that like you need to be aware of and you're not helping. Like it's
no,
scary.
yeah. What's in the food?
What's in that chicken tikka masala? Is this chicken or is this your latest
Human.
victim?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. What if it was
Yuck.
crazy?
That would be crazy.
That would be
That'd
human
be so
meat.
cuckoo bananas.
That'd be so weird.
That'd be so, yeah, no. Yeah, I remember you telling me that story that was really crazy and upsetting.
Yeah, it's very upsetting. And it's also just like, it gives you an extra bit of pause of when you're going through these things of like, anyone who's had any type of success or seems to be doing well, I'm like, why are you on this app? Why are you talking to me?
Yeah, like you can't meet someone in real life.
You can't meet, like, you're too good, like, to talk to me. You obviously want to kill me and harvest my organs. Like, that's kind of how it is.
I think that's a good way to look at the world because it keeps you safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to guard up. It's not worth
It
it.
keeps me safe.
It does keep you safe.
Quite frankly, is not worth it. So.
Can you talk about, please? Okay. We don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but I want to talk about it.
What?
Okay, so at the end of every year, I always ask the people who are around me, what are 3 good things that happened to you this year, and what are 3 bad things that happened to you this year? And I asked you that question at New Year's. And one of the things you said was the worst thing that happened to you that year was that you went on a first date with a man who wore Crocs to the date.
And I totally forgot the fact that my cat died. Like, that should have been on the list. But this man really stuck out to me. Yeah. Well, and again, so I'm looking for like this, we're all human beings. Like, no, nobody's perfect. So I'm looking for this person that's just like, I need them to be nice, and that's a baseline. That's like,
Yeah.
job, nice, looking, not gonna kill me, unthreatening. So I go on a date with this guy, whose profile, oh God, I don't even want to talk about the profile. I gave him a chance when I overlooked a lot of red flags. I'll talk about that after I talk about the date. The date should never have happened after I tell you what was on his profile. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to judge. Who am I to judge these people? Like, I'm going to go meet him. I was right to judge him, but that's fine. So
Lesson learned.
I was like, I think I'm just being a bitch. Like, not talking to people and thinking like I'm not interested in them without giving them a chance. Oh my God. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to go on a date with this person because he seems nice. Go to this bar, like brewery place, and he shows up, cargo shorts, t-shirt, blue Crocs, don't match his outfit, ponytail, balding,
No.
not like up to here balding, but
He's
holding on. He's holding on. I was like, okay. We're not going to judge because we're here now and we're going to talk.
No.
It was fine. We were just talking, just like friends talking. And then he gets a little sleepy. He's like, you know what? He's yawning. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I think I'm like, I just want to leave now. He's like, yeah, I need to go take a nap. I'm a little sleepy. I'm like, oh, are you
From
EP?
what?
Are you
From
EP?
what?
Well, like, we've been talking for like 2 hours. I'm like, is this man telling me I'm boring? Excuse me? I'm bored. How dare you? But no, I don't think he was saying that at all. I think he was just like, I'm really tired. I need to go take a nap because I'm sleepy.
He said it like that?
He said it not like that specifically, but like he said, yeah, I'm really tired. I need to go take a nap, I think. Like, okay, you want me to tuck you in? Like, what are you, a baby? A fucking baby?
Yes. Did you ask him if he lives with his mom?
He lives with his brother.
Okay, that's just as bad.
Yeah. He lives with his... He's never lived alone, actually. This is his first time living outside of his parents' house.
I could tell.
And there's nothing wrong with that specifically, but just...
Okay, it is when you wear Crocs on a first date.
Yeah, no socialization has been happening.
Yeah.
So I go home and whatever. And I'm like, okay, that must have been a bust for both of us. Like, that must have been code for he's not like, he's bored. He doesn't want to talk to me. No, he texts me and, like, to follow up on the date. Be like, I had a lot of fun. I'm like,
did you? Couldn't tell.
What?
No, like, just let
you
me
thought that went
away.
well? You thought that, and I stopped talking to him because that, I think ghosting, that's not ghosting.
No.
I think that's
sending
inappropriate.
a very clear message that man needs help.
I don't think it's wrong. Like, in this age of dating where we have to talk to so many people at once, like, all the time. Like, I don't want to explain myself every single time.
No.
Like, I'm done with that. I'm over it.
Yeah.
So, just like, no. And I don't feel offended when people do that to me either. Okay,
yeah.
let's talk about the red flags on his profile.
Oh, okay.
One of which, the biggest of all, he sung a song. He sung a little ditty.
Oh yeah, that's this guy.
Yes, it's the same.
Okay, I wanted to make it clear that if you swipe right on, it's right is when you connect.
Yeah.
Okay, if you swipe right on Katie's profile, there's a really high percentage that she's gonna send your profile to me. Just want you to know that, everyone out there. So, you sent me this guy because he sang a song on his profile.
He did. And it was one of those things, kind of like the tikka masala guy. I'm like, Lydia, I think I'm being mean. Like, I'm judging this person. I'm so icked out. Like, it's gave me chills.
In a
like,
bad way.
In a bad way. I'm like, but I think I'm being so judgmental, right? And you're like, no, this is fucking stupid. He sang Matchbox 20 song. Can't remember it right now.
I don't either.
It was subpar. Like, it was not good enough to post online. It wasn't bad. It was like choir kid energy, like,
not good enough to post online. Okay. Why is that a part of his, like, profile? He could have just said, I like this band. Why did he have to sing a song?
Because he likes to sing. But
he's not good at it.
He doesn't know that.
Oh.
He doesn't know that yet. He doesn't know. And I have shared that his little ditty with everybody. So, and my coworkers with you. So,
it wasn't good.
Just like, these are the consequences for doing something cringy, and making me feel uncomfortable. But everyone's like, why did you go out with him in the first place? I'm like, I don't know. I overlooked this huge red flag, and it wasn't good.
And that was one of the worst things that happened to you.
It was. It still stands out to me to this day. And I have not gone on a physical date since because of him.
Oh my God. It's because, like, it's not even this man. It's just that you didn't listen to your own intuition.
Yeah, I talk about that with my therapist often. How we betray ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks when we do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, well, wow. Yeah. I was gonna say, what lessons did you learn? But we just talked about it. You learned. You haven't gone on anywhere dates.
Yeah, we're safe. We're safe in our house with my cats, by myself. No creepy, gross people coming into my house and into my space.
That's okay. You can take your time as long as you have a baby. At some point, that's fine.
Yeah, Lydia sent me a voice message the other day, and she's like, yeah, my plan for you is to have a baby by 35. I'm like,
That's
she's
not
like,
what
well,
I
like,
said.
well, you took it back. You're like, that's a weird thing to say.
Well, I
Like,
meant to say I hope one day you have a kid. And I said it's not weird to have a kid at like 35. Like I was like, it doesn't need to be right now. You can have a kid at like 35. A lot of people do that.
yeah. And that's my plan for you.
And that's my plan for you. What's gonna happen?
Just, yeah, you meant to say that's my hope for you.
My hope for you.
I don't,
Yeah, or whatever.
could have had it with Crocman.
You could have, and that would have been a really big mistake.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is that Lydia got married really young and bitched out on this whole online dating thing. So now I'm alone. I'm alone in this process.
You could make some more friends.
No.
Yeah, most of my friends are single. Or not married, at least. So, you know, I have one friend who, she's in a committed relationship, but my other friends, yeah, they're all single.
It's hard
It's
out there.
tough.
Power to the people.
You know, I'd rather be single, though, than settle, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, I see relationships all around. Facebook was a really good platform for all these people who just don't seem happy in their relationship, or their partner is only their only personality traits is that they're husband or father. I'm like, okay, well, what about it? Like, what else is there about him that you like?
Yeah,
Provider.
there's a few specific people who, like, from high
None.
school who got married, and whenever it's his birthday, the wife always just says, "What an amazing father you are." Like, that's the only good quality about him. I'm like, he was a person before he became the father of your kids, right? Like, do you like him for any other reason?
Yeah.
Or that's
No,
just all he
I don't
is?
think they do.
Yeah.
They do.
They have like nothing else to say. I just don't even post on Facebook anymore. It's like, you know what? Like, I've been married now for almost 7 years. We've been together for 9 years. It's like, you all know we're still together.
I don't know. I want to know the tea. You got to share your tea. You got to put your status as it's complicated. Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Keep
it
everyone
juicy.
guessing.
People used to do that. People used to really be on
know.
Facebook chronically.
It used to be such a huge thing. I'm glad we're seeing the downfall of it
Me too.
now.
Fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Although I do love
Get zucked.
get fucking zucked.
Get zucked, you fucking...
Just use both.
Get
My favorite-
zucked, you fucking suck.
One of my favorite like reels on Instagram before I deleted it was the guy that like made himself look like Mark Zuckerberg, and it's like waking up next to Mark Zuckerberg. He's like, "Don't worry, you can't run. You don't have a body anymore."
No!
I just put it into meta.
Oh my god, that's so accurate.
You don't have legs.
Someone had a baby with him.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That could have been you. What are you doing?
Me as the baby.
Why weren't you born as Mark Zuckerberg's child? Then you would be rich.
That is probably the only good thing that comes out of that.
Yeah, probably. I can't imagine him as a dad. Can't even imagine him making love.
I don't. Yeah, that's uncomfy.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that a little bit more.
Let's talk about that. You know what's worse? Elon Musk, which is obvious, right? He's into the whole like eugenics kick, and it's like, dude, come on. I think we're way past that. Thank you.
Yeah, and his body is just like, what's happening? What's going on with that?
Please stop spreading that genetic data. No one wants it.
No one wants it. We don't like it. Stop it. Yeah, he's so gross.
He's very gross.
Yeah, and I know I said I find bald men attractive, but Jeff Bezos is not it.
No, because Jeff Bezos, so many other things going wrong for him. The Katy
Yeah.
Perry going to space thing, that was
Oh
so
my
funny.
God. All
Did
of
you
this
see
is,
that?
yeah, okay. I've seen just a little tidbits. I haven't like extensively looked into it or anything, but I saw Wendy's making fun of Katy Perry specifically and her threatening legal action because,
Wendy's, like the burger chain?
yeah, well, Katy Perry is threatening legal action against Wendy's, the restaurant, yeah, the burger chain, because of their tweets or whatever we're calling them, excrements.
Ooh, I like that.
I've heard people say that. Yeah, because yeah, Wendy's made fun of her. They said, "Can we send her back?"
Ooh. That's so funny.
Yeah,
How could you possibly sue
I don't know.
someone
They
for that?
they were
That's
like
not defamation.
the Wendy's social team was like responding to people saying things, and they're like, "Yeah," like it was all snarky stuff, and so I guess Katy Perry's offended. All of the people who went up on that ride are so offended by the response because they're acting so crazy. They're acting so entitled. Like they're pretending they're astronauts. They're pretending it was a mission. Like you were passengers on a like rich and famous person's amusement park ride.
It is exactly the same as going on those submarines,
Yes, it's
the
the
ones that
same
keep
vibe.
exploding. Yeah.
But unfortunately, this one didn't explode. It didn't get crushed like a little Coke can. Like it is the same vibe because it's just so out of touch. It's so unnecessary. And it's out of touch because they're pretending it was something it wasn't. They're acting like they're like feminists for astronauts or something, like women in science. It's like you didn't do anything. You just sat on a seat. You paid a shit ton of money to sit on a seat and you went on a ride. That's all that you did. And then when you got back to Earth, you came out so dramatically and kissed the ground, grabbed the dirt, and oh my God, I'm so thankful to be back on planet Earth. And I saw a comment that was like, wow, it's almost like they were stuck up there for 10 months or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
No.
it's so out of touch. It's
No,
so
if anything had
obnoxious.
gone wrong, they don't know what to do. Like, they're not
That's the thing.
astronauts. They're not trained to do
They're
anything.
not a fucking crew. There was like what I don't even know all of their names, but one of them was the leader of the mission. And I saw a comment and it was like, what mission? What is she leading? What is she going to do if something goes wrong? Nothing.
It's tourism. It's tourism.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I think they did a disservice to women in science because they are supporting Jeff Bezos's billionaire tourism.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid. Like, there are plenty of women who are astronauts or in NASA doing actual science and research.
Yeah, one of them was just stuck up there for like 10 fucking months. She was a woman.
Yeah.
She's a real fucking astronaut. Like, yeah, just to even like compare it, it's like,
all they
so
did
ridiculous.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all they did was like get shot up, like got into this, experienced zero gravity, and then came back down. Like, it was kind of like shooting a toy rocket into the air and just waiting for it to come down.
Watching it come down. Yep.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately,
Wasteful.
it landed safely. What the hell?
Oh God.
Just kidding.
We don't want them to die. I don't even know
I'm just
most of them.
kidding.
It was really funny to see. I'm not going to say that, but it was funny to see Jeff Bezos's wife get on the plane. Seems very interesting.
Oh,
It's not a plane. It's a rocket.
On the plane into space. Goodbye. Yeah. Yeah, she was one of the ladies. That's right.
And then there was Gail King.
Was she
Katie,
supposed to be the leader of the mission? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know. The mission.
I just saw-
It's not a fucking mission.
I remember seeing them walk down this little pathway, and all of them rung a little bell.
Like they're cancer survivors.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what is going on there? And Katy Perry rung the bell the longest.
She really deserved it. She worked so hard to get there. She's a feminist for science.
No, it's just like, you paid a lot of money to waste a bunch of materials.
She kissed the ground. That was one of the things Wendy said. I kissed the ground and I liked it.
Oh, she's saying, what a beautiful world while they were up there in like the 2 minutes that they were.
Oh, she had that stupid flower.
Oh,
right?
For her daughter, Daisy.
I don't like it.
Good for them. Good for them. There's no need for us to be supporting Jeff Bezos, though, and his billionaire midlife crisis.
Yeah, Chris, I was saying all this to Chris, and he was like, well, the one good thing about it is I support, space exploration as tourism because it means we're one step closer to getting to Mars. And what's the word I want? Overtaking Mars. That is not the right word. What's the word?
Colonizing.
Settling on Mars. And I was like, you know what? It's kind of sad though to think that like we inevitably are going to need to ditch this planet because we fucked it up so bad. We need to go somewhere else now. And he's like, yeah, but think about it. Our species traveling to multiple planets, that's unheard of. That's like huge. Like we'll be a multi-planet species. I was like, okay, I don't think we're ever going to see that. And I was like, we're never going to go to Mars. Do you know how much money that would cost? It's like all the rich and famous people are going to go to Mars and we're all going to be stuck here.
Yeah. And now we're just like parasites. We're like lice traveling to different hosts and ruining their life on their planet. It's not ideal, but here we are in the world that we're living in. Crazy. Between Elon Musk and, God, can't remember his name.
Jeff Bezos.
Amazon guy.
Yeah.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah, and all we're trying to do is just make a love connection in this crazy little world. In this crazy thing called life.
Amen.
Amen, motherfucker. He is risen again. He did it again. He does it every year.
Oh my gosh. And happy Easter. This is going to be recorded on Easter. It will not be
out on Easter at all.
No.
It's maybe 2 weeks later. No, 1 week later? I don't know. I don't know what our schedule is anymore. It's got all fucked up.
But he is risen and he's looked around and said, fuck this, and gone back to heaven. I don't know what's the story with her. If you feel like it, subscribe and like the video. We appreciate it. We have another stranger who has joined our ranks.
That's right. A sweet, sweet ratling has joined our nest.
Ratling? What about the raccoons? We don't have a name.
Yeah, we got to come up with a name because, what's like a rat and a raccoon mixed together?
A rodent? No, a raccoon isn't a rodent. Vermin.
But that sounds bad. Rattling is sweet, so we need to come up with something like that. Yeah,
a raccoon.
A raccoon. Yuck. Yeah, we're gonna have to workshop that one. Yeah, even if you don't feel like subscribing, just why don't you just hit the subscribe button? You don't have to watch. Just subscribe. And whoever
also
is that one person who keeps disliking our YouTube shorts can go get fucked. Go fuck yourself.
I know. Just there's consistently this one person. It's like, don't watch.
Don't. This isn't for you. It's so. At first, it was funny. I was like, someone disliked this, and now I think they're just disliking every single video, just to make a point.
We get it. You don't like it. It's fine. We're
it.
working on it. Okay.
We get it. You're better. You're better than us.
We get it. We get it. Please stop bullying us.
We suck. I was gonna say we get it. We're better than you, and you're threatened by that. That's fine.
Don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad about it. Yeah, comment, subscribe. Also, email us. Send us an email.
Yeah, well, specifically, if you have anything that you want us to discuss on the show, feel free to send it via email. You can, I guess you can email us too, just if you want to say hi.
Email the show. Yeah, email. Yeah, if you want to say hi. If you're our first subscriber, email us. And No, if you have anything you want us to talk about on the show, yeah, send us an email. What's our email? Babble something?
babblelootpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, babblelootpodcast@gmail.com. And we'll put it in the show notes as well. Send us an email. We'll talk about whatever you want us to talk about.
Unless it's not
about
a nice
Mark
topic.
Zuckerberg making love, and we're not going to talk about that.
We've already tried, and that's a no-go.
We've already talked about that enough. Come up with something new, please. Okay. Okay, I was going to say shout out to my sister-in-law who says she listens to the show. That's it.
Thanks. I was going to say your name, but I won't.
Should we say your name? Shout out to my sister-in-law, Victoria, because she says she listens to the show every week. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, hope you all had a lovely Easter. Come back next week where we'll chitter-chatter at you about some other shit.
Probably.
I think we will.
We'll see you then.
Goodbye.